Okay, in a previous video you saw me messing about with my little pico-mac here, and I got that working, and I use this little monitor. So I thought I'd introduce this to you today. Maybe put a link in the description if you're interested in them. Show you this this cool little device, and maybe see how we might be able to modify it as well. Let's tidy up. No, it's just started. It's not game over. Okay, so I'm going to try and simulate a box opening of this, even though I've already opened the box, because you've seen this in a couple of videos previously. This is a little VGA monitor that I bought from AliExpress. The full name of the listing is AV DC HD VGA Multi interface. Look, here it is on the screen. So I got this delivered to the UK for £28.55 including taxes, so shy under £30. Actually, I really like this. Could probably have bought a similar one on Amazon, but this was from Ali. Alright, this actually arrived sealed, completely sealed as well, so no one had touched it before. Obviously I've touched that. Yeah, the nice things about it is it's a metal case, steel maybe. There's a little thing for holding it on the wall, what looks like a little versitile adapter on there as well. And we've got DC in, the control, HD in, VGA in and AV in. Now the USB is, I think, for the power, and that's how I've been using it. And it's a pity really that this doesn't have batteries in it. I mean, there's not a lot of room for batteries in it, but interestingly, that's one of my old Apple batteries that I used to make this beast. Remember, in that video here, you can watch that. I'm just wondering whether there might be an opportunity for adding battery power to this, but that's another video. A little warning thing here, which I think is saying, yeah, backup power and touch plus power. So there's power, and if there's not enough power coming out of that, you use the secondary one by the looks of it, and that goes to the monitor. All right, so they've supplied that. So let's look at the other bits that come with it. All right, so let's get them out. So obviously I've used the power already. That's what's referred to there. So, I mean, the interesting thing is, will it work just with one? So I'm going to plug this into my very low power USB splitter, which I use for most of the things on my desk. Let's just plug that in and see whether it fires up. So it does fire up from a single USB. So that's good. No signal, obviously, but yeah, I just accidentally pushed that. What else do we get in the box? So we got that lead, we get this little HDMI to micro HDMI adapter. Just zoom in a little bit on that. Yeah, so a little adapter there. We've get a full-fledged HDMI lead. Obviously this isn't what I've been using it for up till now. And then some kind of bracket on there. Oh, that's interesting. So there's this bracket, which I suppose makes it, I wonder if that'll make it just stand up on the desk, this little thumb screw thing as well. Oh, that's a bit mucky. I haven't had these out before. It's a bit mucky on the top. Okay, must be solvent from the manufacturer. So I think the idea is that you pop that in there, do that up, and then maybe it sits like that. Yeah, sort of a stand, not very good. This definitely looks like it's a VESA stand though. A small VESA, just the way that looks. So you could mount it to something else. Oh yeah, and you can just keep that flat on there. That's pretty good. All right, and then we also got a AV adapter, which has got a BNC on it. So maybe, I mean, I assume this is just AV composite in. I doubt it's SDI. I mean, you could use an SDI over that, but yeah, I very much doubt it's SDI. It would be cool if it does. It doesn't mention SDI on the listing. All right, and then the one thing that I had to add, because obviously I was using my Mac stuff, was a VGA connector, which are quite hard to come by unless you can find an old one. There's loads of old ones about, but to buy new ones, it's slightly more expensive than you'd expect at the moment, considering these were such a commodity in the time. Just going to power it up again with this USB. I mean, obviously I could probably power it up by DC as well from there. So that comes on, and this key on the back has got up, down, left, right, and a push button, I think, as well. So if I click that, all right, everything's reset again now, so it's not. Oh, there's another little mount on the bottom, so you could probably mount this on the tripod. I actually think this would be really good as an OBS monitor. if you had it permanently powered. But I want to make a portable one of it, as I said, with its own batteries. But it'd be interesting to see how long the batteries last on it. But that's another story, as I said. Subscribe if you'd like to see me attempt to do that in a later video. Yeah, so I'm going to turn it off again and turn it on. I think that'll bring this up. All right, so I'm going up and down, and as I'm going up and down, it's going through HDMI and AV and VGA, as you'd expect. So up and down the source, and then left and right are backlight, so we can make it brighter or darker. And now it's gone off. All right, well, I mean, I think it's still on. I think it's just powered down because there's no signal. Now let's reset it again. I don't like this bit, so let's push it in now. We've now got more of a menu, so I don't doubt there's any sound on it. Maybe there is sound on it. Oh, it's gone again. Definitely wants a signal to be able to use this. The one thing I don't like about this is when the VGA's in it, you can't really lay it flat on the desk, which is why in my other video I'd use one of these engineering blocks. There you go. Now this is all sort of powered off, I think. So I'm pushing the button. I can't start it up, but it must be some kind of power saving mode, I think. So let's just plug my pico-mac mini into it, and that's started. And is that going to wake up the screen? There's your problem. Right, let's just push that in. Yeah, so that's woken up the screen anyway. So the screen goes off and the menus go off when it's not in use. And when I move up and down, yeah. Let's get it back to the max. So can I control more of this now? Yeah, so it stays on a little bit longer. I've got that blue screen. Well, it says blue screen on, but it's obviously not doing a blue screen. There's my volume again. Oh, we can change the rotation on it. It's a pity really on this Mac that I can't zoom in a little bit, but I don't think if I did that, it'd probably never ever work again. Oh, OSD timeout, that's good. So if I am playing with that, we can make it last longer than 10 seconds. Contrast, the normal things. So I wonder what auto config does. So I have to click in to do that. Then let's click it and OK. All right, so that's not making it bigger. Maybe it's making it a little bit brighter. Let's just wait for that to go off as well. We're only sending 640 by 480 into this at the moment, as it says. So this is the pico-mac screen, and it does have this sort of banding in the middle. Now, I don't think that's this monitor, because when I put this on a standard VGA monitor, it had the banding as well. So I think that's just an artifact to the emulation somehow. So, I mean, it's good for that, which is exactly why I bought this, for just testing this on the desk. I normally have a much bigger monitor that's there, which I use, but that's hard for me to show you. And also on another video you saw, actually up there I've got another older style monitor that's embedded into one of my work cabinets above my desk. So that's what I used before, but this is really good if I'm wanting to show things to you directly. But yeah, so let's find an HDMI signal and see if there's any sound. Okay, so amazingly it does have speakers in it. So I mean, the quality's tinny. I think they're just on the back here, but definitely it has speakers on it. So, you know, good as a little monitor thing, not anything that you're going to listen to any high fidelity music on, I don't think. But probably nice, probably good for retro games. Let's just stop him a minute. Don't know who this guy is. He's this YouTuber I've found called SpiderMaf. You should subscribe to him, and if you watch one of his videos, please like. Maybe it would be good for retro gaming. Maybe some 8-bit retro music he might sound pretty good on. Reminiscent of the days we had bad quality speakers on our tellies. So yeah, quite a versatile little board for just a tad shy of £30 UK delivered. So this is bought off AliExpress. So yeah, I do The problem is it would be really nice if these cables were coming out the side really, because then I could lay it flat, but that's probably not the application that most people would use that for. And also, you know, the wires are relatively hidden if they're out the way behind, aren't they? Oh yeah, one more thing as well. I've just used my standard USB-C cable on this, my super color one that appears on quite a few of these videos with magnets on it, but I've just used that. So this isn't using this double USB plug. This is plugging into a Samsung mobile charger and coming into there, and it seems to drive it fine. Colour balance is a bit off. I mean, obviously this was recorded at the same desk, this very desk itself, so it's interesting how that colour processing has changed, although yeah, a little bit purple in the corner there. Maybe on another video we'll put a battery pack on it, something like that. Maybe that's a good project. All right, thanks for watching. Bye. Maybe in another video we might put some, whoops,